This is me, the Grand Duchess Rasmus Coden, also known as Riot Thomas. Good night. Sooner or greater, or what will be later? What should the maker take when the takers bake and rake you for later? Will you be greater, or will more of you spade to the rakes that made you lesser? Lesser I will not become. Sooner and sooner and sooner we beg, we become unknown to that pit, that later shan't we or can we resist? Sooner and sooner, but later we rise or we make the bridge. Then how is it that does me grow? If later makes us grow old, but the mind it said in sooner that age takes what youth could not meditate. So how is it that we should suffer? Sooner or later, what do we discover? Or sooner do we become more of success with life's blessing and riches yet? Sooner than later we become greater in the eyes of the human, or greater to the maker that assume us as humans. And what is it that we seek sooner? Is it the cash to relax our backs and to show our shining tats? Sooner, my dear, the flesh goes weary and surgery holds none. Surgery holds none, so we can't compare. But sooner it sags and we become the bag, and beauty lags. For if sooner it had been outside, then later it is in disguise. If later you found it inside, then beauty is more disguise, and innocence rise. Sooner more than later, we come to make it greater. Greater for me, or greater for those that sit and ask to share the talents that make us united. And later, how is it that we manage later with so much pity, with so much sympathy of life, when if sooner we would have so much to comfort and to signal us, to wrap us like twigs in a pile. Unbroken we are, sooner or later. Because if we're broken sooner, are we broken later? Broken inside or broken in sight. That determines the strength of the mind. For sooner, more than later, the strength becomes the friend, the youth, the person that sees the mirror as a long lost son. Sooner and later we make the case. Are we obsolete, or are we just too late? Sooner or later we find hope. Not age, not time, no wrinkles can make us old. Sooner some find, later some hard to find. But what is found greater than thyself, and sooner it lends to those much better than youth itself, where wisdom rests much later, we don't know. But it's the few that looks diffuse, that has the knowledge for the youth to live then grow. This is me, the Grand Duchess Rasmus Coden. Sooner or later, we come to know those who are true.